10 ways to improve your strength training workouts to help you get leaner, fitter and stronger and keep progressing in the gym. And I bet there's some of these that you've never thought of before. Okay, the first one is increase your load. Number one is the one that most of us know about, increasing your load, going from a 3 kilogram dumbbell to a 5 kilogram dumbbell, for example. You've added more load. That's how we're going to progress. Easy one. Next one is increase your reps. Now you might be working to a certain rep range. You're not going to keep adding reps all the way to the hundreds and thousands. Okay, so when it gets to a certain point, when you get to the top of your rep range, that's when you might need to look at increasing your load again. Okay, so say you start on 8 reps and you sort of build up on that same weight up to 12 reps, then once you comfortably get to 12 reps, then it might be a time to increase your load, going back to number one, and then climbing that rep ladder again. Okay, so it's great that you're increasing your reps, but it will get to that point where you're strong enough to then add more load. Okay, next one is sets. Okay, so we've got load, reps. Number 3 is sets. So that might be going from 2 sets to 3 sets, 3 sets to 4 sets. Okay, you might do 10 kilogram dumbbells, 10 reps for 3 sets. A progression might be adding an extra set, okay, and going for 4 sets, for example. That kind of depends on the next one, which is 4 on your time. Okay, so we can increase more sets if we've got the time as well. So a progression would be to spend a bit more time on your workouts, spend a bit more time in the gym, adding more reps, adding more sets, adding more exercises. That's it, having a little bit longer working on you as well. Next one is frequency, which also links in with time. So most people might train 2 or 3 times a week. They might lift weights on a Monday, Wednesday and a Friday, but now they want to progress. They've maybe got a little bit more time and they want to fit in a weekend workout, for example. So they increase from 3 workouts a week to 4 workouts a week. Okay, so they're adding more frequency, which means they're lifting more weights. Okay, and all these, okay, increase your overall volume, which is also progression. So volume is things like frequency, plus your sets, plus your reps, plus your weights. Okay, you might have gone from lifting lighter weights 2 times a week with only 2 or 3 sets, from them going from 4 times a week, heavier weights with 3 or 4 sets. So the overall volume, the amount of weights you've lifted throughout the week has massively increased, which is a progression there as well. Okay. Technique, okay, often one that's always sort of overlooked a little bit. So you are progressing if you're working on your form, working on your technique, you're moving better, your range of motion is better. It might be your squat depth, okay, it might be your posturing, your form when you're overhead pressing and things like that as well. So an improvement is improving your technique and your form as well. That is progression. Okay, next one is tempo. Okay, so sometimes we need to manipulate the tempo to add intensity as well and get a good pump, a good burn. We don't want to be half repping, going too fast, arching our back, using some of our other body parts to assist our other body parts, when sometimes we need to kind of just work the arms and not kind of push through the legs and not go too fast, but also not go super slow. So sometimes we need to work on the tempo, getting that mind-muscle connection, maybe even adding a bit of a squeeze and a bit of a pause at times so we can manipulate the tempo, and sometimes really slow it down to add more intensity and progress. And then that kind of links in with this one as well, actually going down the weight. Okay, sometimes it can be detrimental if you're going too heavy, you're not getting full range of motion, your tempo's shocking, your form's shocking, it's not looking the best. It could be a half squat, it could be a weird bench press, it could be slamming the weights. So sometimes it's a case of, right, we're going to progress by going down the weights and then going deeper in your squat and improving your technique, improving your form, improving your tempo, which we've already talked about. Okay, so sometimes it's a case of actually going down the weight and not ego lifting. Okay, and then number 9 is intensity. Okay, we've all seen them people who are scrolling through the phones on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram for like 5-10 minutes or chatting to the mates, and they're just kind of like exercising a little bit, maybe doing a bit of cardio. There's no intensity there. They're just kind of socializing, showing up to the gym, or they're just not bothered. Okay, so we've also got to remember we're training. We want some intensity. Okay, we want to feel the burn. We want to work towards muscular failure. We want the heart rate high. We want to get out the comfort zone. We don't want to have minutes and minutes of rest sometimes. Sometimes we need to actually time our rest time and even maybe use paired sets and supersets, especially for a little bit short on time, and we need to be in and out the gym or in and out that workout. So actually timing your rest time and maybe only having 30 to 60 seconds between your sets at times, and keep the intensity. So intensity is one that it's important to rest, but we need intensity there as well. So keep pushing yourself for that workout, for that dedicated time. And then the last one is exercise. So this is just basically developing your form, your confidence, your knowledge, getting stronger, and that will naturally allow you to open up a whole new world of other exercises. You might first of all start off holding onto a TRX suspension trainer and doing some assisted squats, then go into some air squats, then holding a weight and go into some goblet squats, then giving some of the big machines a go, maybe like a assisted Smith machine squat or a leg press or a leg extension, and then weeks, months, years down the line we could be full on barbell back squatting in the squat rack. Okay, so you've naturally progressed and improved there from maybe not even be able to squat properly all the way the whole journeys to lifting big barbells on your back and doing great workouts and having, like I say, more exercise library, more options to choose from, like for the rest of your life really, because once you've learnt it, and then hopefully you've got a more stronger, leaner, resilient body and you're really enjoying the process and living that happier, healthier life, and it's just like normal living, it's all good. Okay, hopefully these 10 have helped you. If you have got any questions on these 10, you want to talk about your own workouts, just let me know anytime. Thanks.